What is going on, Covenant fam? So I got you guys around my neck and my neck holder one. So I am hands-free, literally. And what you just seen is my tripod one. And I'm gonna connect that one here soon. But I wanted you guys to see, so I'm getting ready to do my connect video. So my fifth wheel plate obviously is like in the middle, like more like towards the top, but it's like mostly in the middle. And then I wanted you guys to see the space, like the gap that's there. So I wanted you to see what the distance is, or like the space that's in between the trailer. You have to be able to check your clearance to make sure that the trailer's not too high. Now it looks like a lot of space right now, but when I back to it, see the upper part of the forks here on the fifth wheel, like this is gonna account for a lot of the space. Once it gets to this point, it's gonna touch, so it's perfect. And then, like, of course the landing gear is down, it has to be. And then my kingpin is good. And you want to make sure that your fifth wheel arm is open so that it'll latch automatically. See how it's open right there? So you want to make sure it's open, okay? All right, let's go over here. I gotta put this thing together once I remember how. I think it's this one that needs to come out. I know people look at me like I'm super strange because I've got this thing around my neck, and they've probably never seen one of these things before, but it is what it is. Doesn't mean that I'm a weirdo. I'm just trying to make content for you guys. So there's that one on there. I'm gonna make sure it's on there well, but it doesn't come off, I guess. There we go. And then alright, and then this one, I have to loosen it. Yeah, see, I use all these super cool devices that allow me to record for you guys. Ah, did I just lose that? Am I breaking my toy already? Come on now. I don't know where this thing goes. I think it goes on the... Oh, yeah, it goes on the bottom. Okay, yeah. Breaking my toy already. This is actually my first time using the tripod one. Because I never really have the time to do it. So let's see. Don't fall on me now. Let's see if I can tighten it like this. She still wants to fall. So I can only imagine when I put my phone in there, like if it's gonna even hold it, you know? I'm kind of scared, guys. Kind of scared to put my phone in there and then it's gonna drop it. Let's see. devices. Can I flip it? I can't flip it. Alright, let's see if I can do it this way. See if that works. Oh, that's definitely not gonna hold. And she wants to tumble. Oh, this is the worst ever. See, it's my first time using this one. So, let's see if I can use this to prop her up. So she doesn't fall. She still wants to fall. Oh, super ghetto. Okay, so obviously I know now that this one is not going to work. So I'm going to have to do a pause and play, which I hate doing because you guys don't get to see it like as it's happening. So this is just the worst. And now I don't like my tripod one. So I have to find a better one, obviously. But until then, we are going to pause and play. So here is my first position. It's time to pause, you guys, and then slide. Alright, guys, I unpaused you. I want you to be able to hear the connection. I don't know if you guys heard that, but you heard it on the inside. Pull. That was one. Pull. That was two. That's my tug. Okay. Setting my brakes. She's in neutral. Ooh. Okay. Get out. See how there's no gap between the fifth wheel plate and the bottom of my trailer. And here we are underneath. And look at that. My fifth wheel arm is locked behind that kingpin. She's not going anywhere unless somebody decides to pull her on me, which would be really rude. So, let's come here and let's grab my gloves. Yay. And then we are going to hook the lines. Now, I have a specific way of doing this. Most drivers do it, however, I don't. So when you're connecting your lines, you're gonna go blue first because it's the first one that's here. So you don't want the other wires in your way, cross wire, and they're gonna get all tangled. They're gonna be in your way. You're gonna be reaching over to connect that blue line if you do it last. So then I do my pigtail, my piggly tail. You always want to check the inside of it. Check the inside of your connector there. Make sure there's no debris, no nothing. And you slide it in as far as it'll go, and then you've got these little stoppers here, one there. So that way, it won't come out when you make turns or anything like that. And then you've got your lovely red line. Red, the color of passion. Okay, at least so they say. Alright, and then we've got our red line, and we connect those bad boys like that. They should sandwich together to where there is no height. One of them cannot have more height than the other. You know that it is not clasped properly. Okay, so that's how you hook the lines. When you unhook the lines, you want to go red first, okay? Because it's the first one you come to. And then you're going to put it in your first holder here. Alright? And then you're going to wiggle the pigtaily out. And you go second. And then your blue line, of course, goes last. So that way when you're connecting, you go blue first, pigtail, red, disconnecting, red, pigtail, blue. So that way they're in order, they don't get tangled, all that other good stuff. So let me connect these one last time really quickly before I run out of time on my phone. I hate when this happens, so now I'm rushing. But I want to get you guys the information you need. Sorry, it's all wiggly because I'm moving fast. All right, so got her in there. So now we're going to come over here. Oh, sorry. Sometimes I forget this step, but this is the important step. Because you're going to do a walk around the trailer anyway to do the inspection, you want to always push in. Come on, you always want to push in your red nozzle inside for your trailer brakes. You want to do that because if there are any leaks, you want to be able to hear them when you're walking around the truck. Also, this is a good time to turn on your light test button, which is found just above right there. It's just across from your red button. So it should be somewhere on this panel. On the Freightliners, it's usually the second one from the right. So you want to push that button so that way your lights are going. You can check your lights and listen for leaks. Hold on. I hear leaks now. You hear it? See, it stops. If I release it, it goes. There's something wrong with one of these grommets. So now I'm going to go. Don't ever release your red while the button is still pushed in, because it's a lot of air pressure. It's going to hurt your ears. You always want to pull that button before you disconnect that line. Now I sound like an angry mom talking to you guys. All right, see? Here's our problem. See all these little cracks and cuts, and this grommet here is super, super old, okay? Super old. And when it's bent and it's got all these like cracks in it and tears, it's not gonna line up properly, okay? So let's try this again. Let's put that bad boy in there. Okay. Maybe now she won't be hollering at me and psst. All right, let's try this again. That's why it's good to always push in your airline first before you do your walk around, because if I didn't push it in and I did my walk around, I wouldn't have heard no air, right? Look at that, the sounds of silence. No air is leaking. Yay, Kay, good job. All right, see, and at this point, after you push in your air, you do your landing gear, right? And you spin around, spin around, spin, spin, spin around. Oh, goodness. Kay is tired, guys, and I just got started. Something is wrong. I need to go to the doctor. Ooh. I am tired all the time, and I don't know if it's just that my body's like worn out already and it's like over this, or if there's just something else going on and it's affecting me physically. So, but I'm fine, guys. I can still move and breathe and not having no heart attacks or nothing, so don't panic. Come on, you. Oh, this is lovely. Okay, so that's going to sit right there. Doubt it's going to stay right there, though. So you always want to check your lights, make sure that they're on, they're blinking. If it's daylight and it's like dark, you have to kind of cover it to make sure you can see. Make sure they're wiped off. Checking your tires. You always want to have your thumper. I'm not going to go into all that, guys. I'm just going to explain it. because I have camera issues. Anytime that you hook up your lines, your ABS light should come on and go off quickly. So that's something you need to look for in your flat and convex mirror when you're backing and you hook your lines. Well, I lied. I'm sorry. When you're in the truck, you use your mirrors to look at your ABS light when you're doing your brake test. But it should connect. I mean, it should go on and off when you hook your lines. That's a clearance light. That always stays on as long as you have your lights on. Oh, man. I hooked a loaded trailer. My bad. I'm not going anywhere, though. Oh, these are all loaded. Oh, except that one. I should have hooked that star trailer. Oh, well, I'm not going anywhere. If somebody comes for it, they can have it. I'm not going to be stingy about it. Cause a fight for nothing. And I would be in the wrong. So, our lights are blinking. Those are our four-way lights. Our clearance lights are on. This isn't even sealed all the way. Okay, perfect example, guys. You always want to make sure to check the top of your trailer. There's a crack up there, a crease, crevice, whatever you want to call it. That is not good. They're not supposed to look like that. So, this seal has to be broken off and then resealed if they want to do that. So that's something you would have to check with your fleet team. This is why pre-trips are so important, guys, especially when you pick up a load, because before you leave the shipper, you want them to be able to fix that. That way they can break the seal, they can document it. It happened there. You do your seal manifest, but that top knuckle is not connected in the middle. That middle one, it's not in the holder like it's supposed to be, like the other two. So therefore it leaves a gap. It's easy for people to break into them that way. So it's always best to do that. So here is a retread, guys. I don't know if you guys have ever seen a retread. So see that line that crosses? This is a recapped tire. So all they did was take tread from a tire and then they melted it together. Okay. So those are retreads. Retreads are allowed on all tires except your steers. Don't ever accept a steer tire that needs to be recapped. Okay, we walked around. I'm back at the back of the trailer. I do not hear any air leaking. So that means your brake chambers and everything is good. They're not busted. They don't have any holes in them. So you're good to go. And then your bars. This is how you slide your tandems. There's a lever on the other side. I'll go back and show you guys that there. But your cross beams, you also want to check those too and make sure that these are not old, worn, that the screws are not coming out. See these screws up here? You want to make sure that there's none missing, that your bars aren't bent, like looking like a U shape, like so much weight has like put a divot in it. Like, you don't want that. It's not good. So, and I'm mentioning certain things that I'll end up doing separate videos for. So sliding tandems, I will have another video for that. But here is your lever here. Can you guys see that? It's right here. You pull this lever and it pulls your pins out of those holes. And then you're able to slide your tandems forward, backwards, however, or wherever you need them, depending on where you're going and the bridge laws. California has the strictest bridge laws out of the states. So everybody typically, to be on the safe side, sets their bridge law to California, and therefore they don't have to worry about it, because that means everybody else will be like, oh, okay, you're good. So here's your other blinker light on the side of your skirt. Skirts are important, guys. It's to block the wind, debris, and cars for thinking that they're fast and furious going underneath the rig. So, it breaks the wind. So when it's super windy, it stops the wind from going underneath and lifting your trailer. It doesn't help much because we got a gap there and we got a gap there. But the point is that it helps some. And the most help that we can get, the better. Because I am deathly terrified of a rollover. That is something I do not ever want to experience with me and my co-driver. So, with that being said, guys, I think that is it for this, connecting the trailer. doing your walk around, and after that, you guys will be golden. Till next time, guys. Bye.